Hi guys, today we are going to annotate for our vocabulary words in our story Our Government's Laws by Kathy Fergang. And remember, we have 5 vocab words this week. We're going to be looking for government, law, fine, judge, and court. So we are going to open up to our booklets on page 18. This starts our story Government Laws. Remember to use a highlighter or something that you have easily available, marker, pen, pencil, anything to underline or highlight our vocab words so that you can easily find them when you work on your vocabulary square. And let's get started. Every country has a government. A government is a group of people. The people work together to make important decisions for our country. The government of the United States of America is called the federal government. Each state has its own government. That is called the state government. Most cities and towns also have a government. That is called a local government. Why does the government make laws? All governments make laws. A law is a rule that everyone has to follow. A government makes laws to keep citizens safe. For example, there are many laws about seat belts. Before 1984, no one had to wear a seatbelt. Then state governments began to pass seatbelt laws. Now every child in a car must wear a seatbelt. That is the law. In most states, adults must wear seatbelts too. Anyone who does not is breaking the law. How does the government keep order? Laws help the government keep order. Laws tell people what they can and cannot do. For example, there are many laws about driving. There are laws about how fast a car can go. There are laws about which streets cars can drive down. There are laws about where a car can be parked. There are even laws about when and where it is allowed to honk a horn. Police officers work for the government. Some work for the local governments. Some work for the state government. Others work for the federal government. They all make sure people follow the laws. What happens when a law gets broken? Many things can happen when a law gets broken. Here's an example. When a school bus has stopped to let students get on or off, a car is not allowed to pass the school bus. An accident could happen. It is against the law for a car to pass a school bus that has stopped for students. One day a driver does not stop. He drives past a school bus that has stopped for students. A police officer sees this. He goes after the car. He makes the driver stop. The officer writes a ticket and gives it to the driver. The ticket says which law the driver broke. The ticket also lists a fine. The driver may have to pay a fine. Sometimes a person must go to court. In a courtroom, a judge is in charge. The judge knows all about laws. A jury is a group of people. They are chosen to listen to the court cases. A judge and jury listen to see if a person broke the law. That person may hire a lawyer to help. A lawyer knows all about laws too. What happens in a courtroom? First, a person tells his or her side of the story. Then the jury decides that the person broke the law. Next, the judge decides what happens to the person. Conclusion. There are federal, state, and local governments. They all pass laws. The laws help keep people safe. The laws help keep order. Police officers help keep order too. Sometimes a law gets broken. A judge may have to decide what happens to someone who breaks a law. Alright, great work, boys and girls. That was really fun. We had so many words to highlight. When you're doing your vocabulary square, you only need to choose one of our vocabulary words to focus on. And you only need to choose one of the sentences that it's used in our text, even though we've highlighted a bunch. You can pick your favorite one and write it on your Foursquare. Have fun! Click Next when you're done submitting your work to your teacher.